Hello everyone, this is another trade breakdown EU where I'm going to break down EU starting from the one week time frame right down to the 1 day time frame, and then further refine my entry time frames so that you guys can understand how I'm doing my analysis, and also copy and do same on your own charts. Okay, so when I open my Euro USD chart, I always go directly to the 1 week time frame. Okay, on a 1 week time frame, looking at my market profile, I can clearly see that the market is actually rejecting lows, right? I mean, when I'm looking left, I can see that the market is rejecting lows, right? And when lows are being rejected, I expect highs to get broken. I expect that the market to go at least to 50% and then to the opposing end of the range. So if you look within this range, right, price swept liquidity below this range, and then with one specific bearish candle, as soon as price closed above this one specific candle, the market now used that candle as a key level. So price dump and then pump from that one specific candle. Okay, so looking also applying my dealing range, you can clearly see that price actually came back to that key level, and price was at discount. Then price before started going towards the 50%, then probably now going to the opposing end of the range. Okay, then on the 1 week time frame, I was focusing on buys, right? But I wanted a situation where the market is actually coming towards a key level, right, before I can probably capitalize on it. So on the 1 week time frame, I can see that the market is probably bullish, right? But I want to look for a key level in which I can position myself before I can actually take a buy position. So I look on the 1 day time frame. I was looking at this gap here. That is a fair value gap. So the market tapped into this fair value gap with this bearish candle. So this candle is that type of seek and destroy candle. The market swept the high and then went and filled this fair value gap, right? So my thought process was bullish because I saw price filling this fair value gap, and I'm sure that the retracement is over. You get? So when I saw this tap on this fair value gap, I then went to the 4 hour time frame to be a valid narrative. That is, I was looking for a valid CRT candle where I can position myself so as to be able to capitalize on the buys that the 1 week and the 1 day time frame are actually calling for me to follow. So on the 4 hour time frame, I can clearly see that the market actually created a CRT. So I always say something on my videos: trade the candle after the candle that hits the key level. So the market hit the key level with this bearish candle, and this candle actually sweep liquidity to the left. So I was expecting that price should actually start going bullish, but actually the market did something very interesting. The market closed above the opening price of this bearish candle. So automatically this candle now becomes a key level. So that's now what I was expecting. The market now pull back inside this bearish candle and then started going bullish from there. So I basically used the 4 hour time frame as my entry time frame because I saw the market very clean on the 4 hour time frame. This is a video where I'm explaining a trade I actually took live. So this is like a live trade I took. So I'm going to show you guys so you guys can see from your own end how I actually executed this trade. I'm not like those fake guys who are actually claiming they are making making money while they are not actually taking actual real trades in the market. So this is a real trade I actually took. You can clearly see my stop loss and my take profit. So this is my trading journal where I normally journal my trades, right? You can clearly see that I actually knew that price was supposed to go up because this is before the analysis. You can see before Euro USD, then after, right? After the market started respecting my setups. Look at my execution here. So you can clearly see I executed this trade. I actually executed this trade and took this trade, and market went to my take profit. So this is actually what I do whenever I'm using CRT. So when the market is actually very clean, what I normally do is I always follow a pattern, right? If I'm having a daily narrative. I'm a daily bias. Then I'm going to position myself on the 4 hour time frame and probably have my entries on the 15-minute time frame or on the 1 hour time frame based on how the market is probably behaving. If I have I will make sure that I'm writing these things down so you guys can also take note when you guys are analyzing. So if I have my daily time frame, right, I will then further refine my narrative on the 4 hour time frame, right, and then my confirmation entries like this 15-minute time frame, right, or 1 hour time frame. So this is the time frames in which this is how I actually position myself in order to take a trade from the daily bias. You understand, right? Okay, here is what I'm actually saying here, right? Okay, if I was to take my analysis, if I was to do my analysis on the 1 week time frame, I'll position myself on the daily, position myself on the 4 hours, and then take my trade on the 15 minute. This is what I actually do. So I can take my trade on the 4 hour or on the 15 minute, and that is just the flow diagram of higher time frame to lower time frame confirmation entry. So you guys should take note and apply it on your own trading. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share the video so that the algorithm can notice me and actually push my videos to other countries in the world. So please take note of what I'm doing here. A lot of people don't do this type of stuff I'm actually explaining here. They mostly sell it on their courses, but I'm doing it here for free. So try as much as possible to watch the video, maybe 2 3 times, then to master it and apply it on your own trading. I always focus on 3 things when starting my analysis: my dealing range, my market profile, and then my key level. So my market profile helps me know if I am actually in a bullish profile, in a range profile, or in an expansion profile, or in a retracement profile. So it's very important to know the profile in which the market is actually going. So right now you can clearly see price is pushing. Price have already reached 50% of this weekly range, and probably price is going to the opposing end of the range. So try as much as possible to always subscribe and stay notified whenever I'm dropping any video. Please have a good day and happy trading.